So
Sure,
our topic of okay, thank you. Our topic of today, as you can see, in the material sent to the platform, is that we are going to have a detailed lecture on Bcg Matrix. At the same time, we are going to have a discussion on the SWOT analysis, which I'm quite sure that nearly 100% of us here will have an idea of what SWOT framework or acronym stand for. So after the SWOT analysis, we seize the opportunity to discuss briefly on business development. And that business development strategy, we have so many of them, but I can specifically state that we should limit ourselves to Igor Ansov growth strategy. So those are the three areas that we want to focus on this afternoon. So with your permission, we are starting right away with Bcg growth matrix. Okay, what do we call Bcg growth matrix? And the term Bcg, what is the full meaning of Bcg? Bcg stands for Boston Consulting Group. Bcg, that abbreviation. The B there stands for Boston, C for consulting, while the G there stands for group. So Bcg is a growth matrix. It is a growth matrix. If you don't use the word matrix, you can say it is a growth model. I'll probably put it as it is a growth theory. But that word matrix and model is more common, matrix. So this Bcg growth model was developed by American strategic scholars with the objective of assisting corporate organizations, individual businessmen, business enterprises, including small and medium business enterprises can use Bcg. You and I, we can use Bcg. You have a business or product that you are selling, provided it is not just one product, then Bcg is applicable. So the idea of Bcg model is that effective application of this model in whatever business you are doing or product that you are selling will give you opportunity to evaluate the market development potential and the likely returns that you can get. Bcg model is very useful for business planning and assessment of SBUs. We see that SBUs in the first paragraph. It was penciled in yellow ink. When we say Bcg model help in assessing the strategic position of SBUs, that SBUs means strategic business unit. That is the full meaning of SBU. You can quickly jot that down. Strategic business unit, meaning that effective implementation or application of Bcg model will help company to know the contributions of each of their parastatals, each of their units, each of their departments. So Bcg model help us to evaluate the strategic position and contribution of each department unit that we call strategic business unit. And like I told you some seconds ago, that you and I, we can apply Bcg to our business. Corporate organizations, multinational companies can use it. Small and medium scale enterprises can use it. Conglomerate organizations can use it, provided There is a clause there. Provided they have more than one business, or provided they produce more than one product, or provided they operate in more than one market, then BCG is applicable. Because if you are producing just one product, or you have just one line of business, then there's no way you can categorize or classify or evaluate the performance of product A with product B. Since it's just one product, nothing to classify, nothing to evaluate. So you can now know from today that BCG is only applicable to firms that produce more than one product. So if that is key, then we can proceed to know that in paragraph 2, the important thing that we need to stress there is that Bcg model aids effective planning, control, and business evaluation. I should note that there are 2 indices or parameters that companies use to evaluate their product or business performance under Bcg. That has been provided in paragraph 2 with purple ink. The 2 indices, I want to call it the 2 parameters or 2 criteria that we use to measure business and product performance under Bcg are: 1, the market share, and 2, market growth. We derive that market share by comparing the performance of our product with that of the competitors. What is our relative market share? How many customers do we have in the market? What is our rate of patronage? What is our sales and sales turnover or returns? That's what we call the market share. So we use market share and market growth to measure business and product performance under Bcg. And by that market growth refers to the attractiveness of that market where we are selling. The indicators of business performance: is the market attractive? Is the market have profitability potentials? So those are the 2 things that the scholars use in their model to measure business and product performance. So in the 3rd paragraph, because I want to use a very simplified approach so that we can achieve tremendous understanding and retention of this topic, another topic that we're going to look after this. In the 3rd paragraph, it was stated and emphasized that the major objective of Bcg Matrix is to achieve balanced portfolio of investments and allocation of resources. So again, I said the major objective for Bcg is to achieve a balanced portfolio of investments and allocation of resources. So what do you mean when we are saying the balanced portfolio of investments? So what it implies is that companies are advised to use Bcg model. And those ones that have been using Bcg model to analyze their business, they are using this to achieve balanced portfolio of investment. Balanced portfolio of investment simply means that they want to achieve remarkable success on all their products and businesses that they have invested their sweat capital. They don't want to rely just only on one product. Out of 4, 5 products, 3, 6 products that the company produce, they don't want a situation where it is just only 2 that will be performing. They want all their products to be performing, not just to have one product as a breadwinner. No. And that will now inform you what I mean at the beginning of this, that Bcg model is used to evaluate product and business performance for us to know their sales potential and profitability. So in a layman statement, Bcg model is used to identify performing and underperforming product or businesses. That is just a simple statement. All this grammar that we have been blowing, that is where we are going. And you can see all our moms that you don't even go to tertiary institution, some they don't have their first living school certificates. That's the beauty of God for you. They use this BCG to their own level of understanding. Because at times we pay them visits, be it in the rural, urban area or city, yeah. Anytime they involve in all this petty trade, maybe they are selling salt, sugar, gari, ewedu, or whatever. If you assist them in selling, they say, "I'll call me, thank you. Put it in that plastic." But they don't model up all the return that is coming. If the money is for gari, they put it in gari container where they used to put the money. If the money is for rice, they put it. If the money is for mass, so over time they can evaluate. They can easily diverse that, okay, this business I'm selling all this retail sugar, there's nothing in it. Maybe I'll have to drop it. These are exactly what BCG is telling us. To know product that is performing and those one that is not performing. And that one is represented with a diagrammatic picture that we have star products, problem child products, cash cow products, and dog products. So we have high market and low market. So this diagram, we are going to expatiate on it by the time we go to the next thing. So we use that diagram now to explain further on what Bcg model stands for. In the diagram that you are seeing, the diagram is just indicating that Bcg model classify product or businesses into 4 main types. Bcg model classify products and businesses into 4 main types. Namely, we have 1, star products. We have 2, cash cow products. We have 3, problem child products. This problem child product is also called question mark products. You can call it a question mark product, which is the most common. And the last one that we have there is dog products. So under BCG, product or business can be classified into 4: star, cash cow, question mark products, which is also called problem child products, and dog products. The classification is based on 2 things that you are seeing there, both on the X and Y axis. We classify them based on the market growth and the market share. So this one will now help us to know which product is performing, which product is not performing. What is the strategic approach we should use to enhance the sale of this product? So let's continue by looking at star products. Can you scroll down? Just a tap, go to star products. Star product, thank you. Star products are one of the exciting and performing products of the company in a competitive market. Star products, they are products that give the company a good returns. Star product, it is a product that operates in a high-growing market and generates high market share. Please listen to that again. And I'm quite sure you have pen there with you and jota. You can note it. That star product has HH. What does that HH stand for? High market share and high market growth. Meaning that We are selling the product in a market that is growing, very attractive and profitable. And as God will have it, our star product does not disappoint the company. It's generating high market share. So that's the reason why it has H. So this product that we call a star product is a popular brand in the market. It's one of the cost leader that people recognize. They are sure of the brand. They buy the product in the market and is generating stable returns for the company. But we should know, and that's the beauty of this course that we are doing, is beyond the exam. That some of these star products that we are celebrating today that has become an asset to the company, some of them are previously among the problem child products. That circle of question mark products that are underperforming. But with persistent support for these products, the companies are able to transform the performance of the product positively and now start generating returns to the company. So, what strategic approach can the company do? The strategic approach is that the company is advised to continue to support these products in order to transform it to cash cow products. You must not relent. So we have to ensure that in terms of promotion, in terms of customer service and some other things, we put in place effective strategy to improve the sales and return that this product is bringing to the company. So having looked at that, then we look at question mark products. Question mark products is also called problem child products. We call it a problem child product because these products operate in a high growing market but generate low market share. So it has HL. It is a product that is operating in an high growing market. All other competing products are doing extremely very well. And our company, we invest heavily on these products. It consumes huge amount of investment, capital, resources, promotional expenses, but yet it's not giving us a suitable returns. So, and that's the more reason why we call it a problem child product, because our expectations in terms of returns and sales is more than this on this product. So, despite the fact that the product is not performing now, we don't have to relent. We still have to keep investing on these products. Why? Because the products have what we call full potential profitability. I told you that there are some of the star products that are previously in this circle, this quadrant, and we are able to transform them. So automatically, those ones that we have presently in this circle, we can still transform them for them to become a star product and later transform to a cash cow product. So we need continuous support to nurture these products in order to increase their performance. So having said that, we have cash cow products. A cash cow product is the best performing product that the company could have. A cash cow product is the most valuable asset of the company. I'm stressing all these things to help you in exam conditions. A cash cow product is the product that generates excess profit that the company use to support other weak product or businesses. And despite the fact that cash cow products operate in a low growing market, it still generates high market share. So cash cow operates in LH, is in a low growing market and generates high market share. So the discerning and inquisitive students don't ask the questions. How come cash cow products is rated best over star products? It is rated best all because the products sell in oversaturated markets. The level of competition in that market is extremely too high. It's a matured market. We have a lot of competing products that perform the same function in that market. And yet, these are products generate excess profits that we use to pay dividends, excess profits that we use to nurture other products, excess profit that we use to pay overhead expenses, or even products. They make it means that they take out of the returns to invest in other strategic and pressing areas. So what is the strategy for cash cow products? Please, the strategy there is that we should maintain strategy for success because all our strategy is working. The brand name, the promotion we are using, the price, the customer relationship, the distribution efficiency. If you alter any of these things or attempt to increase the price, it will affect the performance of the products in the market. So that is that about cash cow. And we need to be mindful of time. So the next thing that we have is dog products. In terms of performance, please note, dog product is the least performed product. It gives the company a lot of nightmare because a dog product is a product that sells in a low growing market and generates low market share. So dog product has LL. L stands for low growth market. The other L means low market share. So the market is not attractive. The returns there is nothing to write home about. Low growing market, the growth of the market is extremely slow or maybe decreasing. And why the returns that we are getting in terms of market share is equally low. So this product that we call dog has lost its competitiveness. It cannot really compete in the market. And the taste and fashion of some of the customers has been shifted away. And that's the reason why they give it that nickname, dog products. So what is the strategic approach for dog products? The strategic approach the company should use for dog products is to avoid taking a decision to stop further production of these products. We must give the product second or third chance. Maybe it is small quantity of this product we are going to be producing because we still have some loyal customers in the market that have developed loyalty and preference for this product and they are buying it. And apart from that, we all knew that there are some products in this bracket, dog products, that because of that brand name, old heritage, old glory, that this product is giving to us, we cannot close our eyes and stop further production. So we advise that companies should give this product opportunity to survive itself. So the only thing we advise here, based on experience, is that companies must not borrow money from banks in extreme cases to finance dog products, since it is not productive now. The little money that we have, let's use it to produce this product. Let the product survive itself. But if the returns that we are getting is bending towards negative returns, then the company can now engage in what we call divestment strategy. DIVESTMENT, divestment strategy, mean withdrawal strategy. Because we are now getting negative returns, we can divest. They call it divestment strategy. It's the same thing as withdrawal strategy, or we call it divestitor strategy, or we call it abandonment strategy. So gradually, we limit the quantity of the products we are producing up to the time that we stop further production. So what are the limitations of Bcg? This limitation does not condemn the model. It's just some areas of oversight, areas where some scholars felt they can improve on it. Even you too, when you read so many literatures about Bcg, you can make contribution that just constructive criticism. The first is that they said the position of drug products can be misunderstood, particularly for customers. And that's the one reason why the strategic business unit manager, brand manager, they don't call all these names when their customers are there. That, okay, bring 2 cartons of drug products. They say, are you putting drug there as an ingredient or what? So that position can be misunderstood. And what you call a drug product here in your own company, so when you look at another product in the same, in another company, competitors that have the same market share, it can fall into question mark products there. So secondly, they said the Bcg model failed to consider other parameters that we can use to measure products and business performance, meaning that they limit the criteria for measuring business and product performance into just 2, but they are more than that. And what are the 2 they use? Market growth and market share. Apart from that, they said the model failed to consider other areas of value creation, improving business performance, such as diversification, merger and acquisition, strategic alliances, and what have you. But all these areas are not considered. At the same time, they said the model at times can be subjective, particularly when you limit yourself to the theoretical aspects of the model, that practical experience at times should be considered above the theories. But even the theories are the practical experience too. It is the theory that will guide you. When we have seen it, we have gone to a lot of consultancy, reviews on business performance, business proposal, business feasibility for companies and the rest. So having looked at that, I try to put a very simple illustration underneath for a company that we call Domestic Appliance Limited, how they use their Bcg and what have you. And then this one will just help us. Maybe after the lecture, we can go through it. Maybe in our next class, if I have any question on it, or after this our lecture, in the evening or tomorrow, you can call me. Okay, you have gone through that illustrated question. You're having challenges, or it is nice. Let me know. So that is just the little thing that the syllabus require in Bcg. But the significance of the Bcg model was not stressed in the syllabus. And if they ask us of the significance of Bcg model, I can do that for you now. Significance of Bcg model, it is 1 or 2, I can give you. Or maybe I will delete this one, put another slide there. So put it down, significance of Bcg model. Let me put 1 or 2 for you. That what are the significance of Bcg model? 1, it promotes effective use of limited resources. Effective use of limited resources. 2, it facilitates evaluation of business and product performance. 3, it guides investment decision. Are we to continue on this business? Are we to withdraw this business? Should we continue to invest on this? Should we diversify or spin off of this? So it guides our investment decisions. Number 3 is that it promotes monitoring. It promotes monitoring and analysis of competition. It promotes monitoring and analysis of competition. But there's no way you are going to use BCG model without comparing the performance of your competitor's brand with your own. Just like Coke and Pepsi, Fanta and Mirinda. We have to consider. So when you look at this BCG model, the cash cow product for Coca-Cola Bottling Company is Coke. But that's the only product that generates excess profits for the company. That's their cash cow. For their major rival, which is 7-Up Bottling Company, the cash cow product for that company is Pepsi. Hope you get it now. Because all these companies too, they are producing all these products to counter and react to a competing brands that are used in the same way and offer the same benefit to customers. Pepsi is fighting Coke, Mirinda is fighting Fanta, H2O is fighting Zero Coke, Aquafina Water is fighting Eva Water. And the trend goes like that. I should not forget that Tim and Mountain Dew, they are fighting Schweppes. 7-Up is fighting Sprite. And we are selling in the same market. So we have to know the market share and the growth of this. So it helps us in the evaluation of all the business performance with that of competitors' product performance. Okay, quickly we look at opportunities and threats. The opportunity SWOT analysis. In our SWOT analysis, our okay.
So sorry, yeah. But I know that, for this BCG model, we are looking at the parameters we are considering is market share and growth markets, right?
Yes, yes.
I want to believe the market share is a profit. Is that it?
Yes, the
Why?
market share is a profit, our sales, the number of customers we have, so many things can be used to measure market share.
So,
Okay, I'm with you. You are right. Yes.
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to how to categorize the growth market.
The growth market.
Yeah.
And what we use to categorize your growth of the market is the attractiveness of the market in terms of sales potential. Attractiveness of the market in terms of number of customers. The attractiveness of the market in terms of your categories of target customers that you want there. In fact, the government policy to make a market to be attractive. Is that understood? So all other things that we can use to know the attractiveness, the growing of the market, is the number of competitors operating in that market. If the number of competitors in the market are too much, that market will never grow at all. It will now become a saturated and slow growing market. For any product to give a remarkable returns in terms of sales and turnover in a highly saturated market will be difficult. So there are parameters or indicators or metrics that we use to measure market growth and market share.
Okay, great. So
Okay.
because I'm saying I asked that because of when you're explaining the star, say
Okay.
that the aim of the star is to become cash cow products.
Yes.
Yeah, and the difference between them is just that star has high markets and high
Okay.
shares.
God bless you.
Why cash cow product has high market share and low growth markets.
Yes.
Okay. So in my head, I'm just thinking because the difference is just that
Okay.
growth market. One is high, the other one is low.
Yes.
So how do
Yes.
I make it to become from high? How do I make it to become a low growth market?
Okay. That is right. And another thing to erase that confusion is that most of the star products, some of them they might not be in a mature market, and the level of competition in the market is not as high as that of cash cow products. Like this example that we use now, a living example that we use. When you look at Coca-Cola, that cola drink has a lot of competing competitors. We have Bcg Cola, we have American Cola, we have RC Cola, we have Pepsi. So many of them like that. But yet the product is performing, generating stable, predictable, and excess profits for the company's product. Is that understood, sir?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. You're welcome, Mr. Shin. So let's quickly look at SWOT analysis. In the SWOT analysis, we have SWOT is a popular name, popular abbreviations of framework. You see, in the SWOT analysis that we are talking about, the S and W, they are internal analysis. S and W. S stands for the strength of the company, while W stands for the weaknesses of the company. Both of them, S and W, they are internal analysis of the company performance, internal analysis of the company relative strength and weaknesses. The strength are something that we are doing very well, something that give us increasing performance, something that give us edge over our competitors. The strengths are something that drive us to be more innovative and improve our capability. So anytime we are talking of strength, X is always come with something positive for the company. It offers significant positive effects on the company performance. So for us now to sustain this our strength that we call X, the company must ensure they apply Bcg model. You can see the importance of the topic that we have done. We all know that Bcg model is very, very essential. For the company to have sustainable improvement and performance and uphold their strengths, then that company must ensure that they improve on their area of capability and competency. So what are the typical examples of a strength of a company? Like for instance, one, acquisition of skilled and experienced workers is a good strength of the company, is a plus to the company. Availability of resources is a strength of the company. Innovation and advancement in technology is a strength of the company. You will agree with me that a low staff turnover is a strength of the company, because any company that is experiencing high staff turnover is an indicator that that company is sick or is a symptoms of sickness. When your staff is just retiring, this one will go unnoticed, this one will tender letter of resignation. Is that understood? So the Strength of the companies are multidimensional, and all companies have to do is to ensure that they improve on these strengths, in order for them to continue to offer value to their customers and be more competitive in whatever industry they operate. Weaknesses analysis. Weaknesses are internal analysis of the company. This analysis will show the areas of relative shortcomings that the company needs to improve upon. Because all these areas of relative shortcomings, if we don't improve on it, it can harm the company. It can retrogress their performance. It can cause internal disequilibrium or crisis and lack of synergy. And that's the more reason why companies have to identify the areas of weaknesses that they need to improve upon. So some companies, their area of weaknesses might be lack of diversification, deficiency in innovation and technology. So once they identify this, then they have to ensure that they invest heavily on staff training and manpower development, buy new innovative machines that can improve their productivity, output, and product quality. So some companies, for the past 10 years or 15 years, they still rely on one product. They have not introduced or developed a new product. It's a weakness too. So poor reputation. Any company that does not have goodwill in the market, it harms their brand. It will cause reputational damage for the company and their brand. And this one will result into brand avoidance. There won't be anything like brand identity, brand association, brand loyalty. All these things are strengths. If you don't have it, then the company is having relative weaknesses on those areas. Next is opportunity and threats. In the SWOT framework, S and W, I repeat, they are internal analysis, while opportunity and threats, they are external analysis. The opportunities, they are external to the companies. There are areas where company can gain improved capability, areas where the company can identify and exploit new resources, areas where the company can discover room for technicality and business expansion. The opportunity analysis can be easily discussed by using the parcel analysis that we discussed some weekends ago. You have to do a very thorough analysis of your person, the political forces, economic forces, sociocultural forces, technology, ecological, and the legal forces. So company must ensure they engage in what I told you, deliberate opportunity identification. You scan your environment. When you scan your environment, you can be able to identify areas of business opportunities that the company can leverage on using their limited resources. Now that Nigerians are angry, Nigerians are protesting because of the harsh economic situation, rising cost of living, low purchasing power of money, low life expectancy. To answer life becomes so difficult. Government now say, okay, part of the relief measure they will give now is that they want to stop collecting import duty on all imported foods and some other things. It's an opportunity for companies that are in that area or have the resources to diversify investment into that area. So that means any food that you import now, having satisfied all the normal legal documentations and what have you, and the product that you are bringing in is not an obsolete product, it's a wholesome product, hygienic product, then we are not paying any duty fee. It's an opportunity to give company additional income and make their profit to be robust, and to not give you much headache in the area of price. But the tax duty and whatever you are paying, they are free for now. So opportunity are many in the industry, but ability of the company to identify them and convert them into significant benefit for the company is the most important thing. So favorable government policy is an opportunity. Discovery of new resources is an opportunity as well. Okay, let's quickly go to threat because the time is running fast. Threats are harmful to the company. A majority of the threats, challenges, threat means challenges, problems. Majority of the threats facing companies are external and they are always difficult to control. Typical example of threats is emergence of new competitors or high rate of competitors coming into certain markets. High staff turnover. The rate at which our staff is going, leaving our company, is high. So we are losing a lot of skill, experience, and expatriates. Do you understand? So these are some of the things that we call threats. Coupled with
But
this
high turnover,
unfavorable. Yes. What do you say?
but high staff turnover is not internal.
High staff turnover, it can be external. We said the rate at which our staff is leaving. Maybe probably a lot of companies. Let me give you one scenario, but I want you to be off radar. Is that yesterday I was at Abulegba Axis Ishada up to Lambert to do some strategic corporate for a company that operates supermarkets. So they discovered that they're having a high staff turnover now. It's an external thing. What happened was that this sudden emergence of Boku supermarket, they get it, put a lot of companies in a tight corner because they are the reign of the moment. They are becoming an household, and the rate of expansion in our localities is very high. In the next 2 kilometers that you trek, you discover you see there are branches there and there, and they pay better than some of these companies. A good example, like Adide now, Adide supermarket did not pay very well. So they are experiencing high staff turnover. Majority of their companies their staff are moving to Boku and some other supermarkets or hypermarkets that pay very well. So what caused that high staff turnover is because of the external opportunities that the staff have discovered. I don't want to go into the idea of telling you how much they pay and whatever, because I have 100% information about what is happening in that company. Is that understood? Though you are
Yes,
right,
very understood.
is that
Thank
not
you.
Mr. Shun that asked the question? You are right
Yes,
in
sir.
that at times the high staff turnover can occur due to internal challenges like lack of motivation, lack of recognition of the staff union, lack of job security, lack of pay security. Some of the companies are so wicked that they will not pay you that little per capita income you need at the right time. They have to use it to retain you to the company and pay the following month, maybe on the 15th, on the 9th, on the 12th. If you have the mind of going, say, no, I will not go. I have to collect this month's salary. A lot is happening. So thanks for that beautiful question. So having looked at that, then we quickly look at method of development. Method of development. So in our method of development, we are still going to continue with it because it's not everything that we are going to capture this afternoon. Under the method of development, the first thing to look at there is PIMS analysis. Have you seen it? My scholar, Precious, Shem,
Yes, sir.
Low. Okay, we have seen the PIMS analysis. What of
Yes, sir.
Eve and Biodun? Okay, thank you. That's lovely. PIMS analysis. What is PIMS? PIMS is just an abbreviation of the word profit impact of marketing strategy. That is just the meaning of PIMS. Profit impact of marketing analysis. So PIMS is used by companies, individuals, and business enterprise to evaluate the effectiveness of whatever strategy they utilize over a period of time. It can be yearly, it can be quarterly, it can be monthly. So anytime we are evaluating the strategy that we are using to know if it offers significant positive effect or not, then we are talking of PIMS analysis. Like for instance, let's assume last year, 2023, the company did not advertise at all. And at the end of the year, December 22, they realized 10 million naira profit after tax. So this year, we assume by December 2022 of this year, because we are not so comfortable with our performance last year in terms of returns on investment, we now embrace the use of event sponsorship, celebratory endorsements, and online we use some influencers. The company realized 80 million profit after tax. You can see the margin. That means we realize at least 70 million above what we gained last year. That shows that our marketing strategy that we use, which was to sponsor a very powerful event on TV, then we use celebratory endorsements and influencer marketing. It works because the marketing strategy improve our profit making. And that is exactly what PIMS analysis means. Is it understood, please? Hello, I need your response, please.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So having understood what we call PIMS analysis, if you scroll down that material, you will see what we call product-based and resource-based strategies. That's another area that I can say we should stress, but it's just a small caption in the syllabus. Even if it is a large caption that is giving you trauma, our own duty in equity is to simplify it, give you a clue, simplify meaning of what they mean, so that it will enhance your better understanding. Is it understood? So what we call product-based and resource-based strategy is that they are telling you as a scholar, because we are all positioned to attain a greater height, and by the special grace of God, we are going to achieve that and fulfill our destiny. So in a product-based and resource-based strategy, it gives some companies and investors dilemma. Should I be pursuing product-based, thinking of the best product I can produce to gain a leadership position in the market, to earn best profit and the rest? Or should I focus on the resources at my disposal to achieve tremendous performance, including product development? So in the product-based strategy, companies intensify efforts and direct their focus on research and development, investment in innovation, and what have you, for them to have the superior or best products in any industry where they are operating. That's what we call product-based strategy. And this product-based strategy too, we now focus on if you are to be able to produce this superior product, how can we sell it to ensure that we frustrate all other investors in the market? These are the priority of product-based strategy. But in the results-based strategy, the results-based strategy is telling you that rather than having a nightmare on how you can achieve the development of the best products locally and internationally, why not focus on your resources that you have at your disposal? See how you can improve on all these resources. See to effective use of both man, material, and non-material resources, that any company that can leverage on their limited resources, there is nothing they cannot achieve, both in time of developing new products, both in time of developing differentiated products, both in time of developing unique and innovative products, both in time of gaining competitive advantage, both in time of gaining what we call brand popularity, brand equity, leadership position in the market, and market dominance. So this findings and assertion was now supported by Amel and Prahlad. The Amel and Prahlad was penciled in yellow ink, the name of that scholar. I intentionally do it that way. The Amel and Prahlad said that instead of running up and down, dissipating energy, looking for the best product to produce, it is advisable for all investors and businessmen to focus on the resources they have. That if you use all these your resources very well, your material resources, your money resources, that is capital resources, the methodology that you use, your material resources, manpower resources, the time, infrastructure, technical capability, innovative ability, that if you can do all these things, then it is superior than running off after which product can I produce, which product can I produce. So the resource-based approach is the best to implement rather than running after product-based approach. Okay, if that is understood, then we have the 4 key areas for successful strategic development. What can we do to achieve success in the use of our resources? What can we do to achieve success in the use of our BCG model? What can we do to achieve success in the area of business diversification? We are told that some of the things that we can do to achieve successful strategic development are: 1, development of product market scope. Determine the areas of product specialization and the market you want to concentrate. 2, competitive advantage. Determine how you can achieve competitive advantage with your product, capability, resources, competency, and the rest. And you must ensure that in this your competitive advantage, you must gain that advantage over time, not just for a month or a year or 5 years. It should be sustainable. And at the same time, you must identify the growth vectors. These are the areas of market specialization and product development. And above all, we must ensure synergy. All our staff must work together. All our various departments must work together. All our stakeholders must share our visions. We must work towards collective goal setting and achievement. We must integrate our functional business activities. Synergy is very key. And I give you a very good example of synergy in the note material. That one typical example of synergy is that when we are using one equipment to produce 2 or 3 products, we save a lot of substantial costs. Like for instance, now we are using one machine to fill Pepsi. The same machine, after we have filled Pepsi and what have you, ran it up, that machine can equally fill our table water, Aquafina water. If our company is producing juice, we can use the machine to fill all these empty container juice. The same machine will cap it. We have another machine that will do printing. So when we are using one equipment to produce 2 or 3, we are gaining synergy, and all our staffs are working together. That's a good example of what we call synergy. So that's the reason why they tell you in synergy, 10 plus 10 is not equal to 20. 10 plus 10 can give you 25. It can give you 30. It can give you 35. It can give you 23. Because when 2 good eggs come together, then they surpass the expectations. So the next topic that we are looking at now is Ansoff growth matrix. Ansoff growth matrix. That is strategic direction. Ansoff growth matrix. The Ansoff growth matrix is simple, very, very simple. And we are going to look at it now and then simplify it. So what we call Ansoff growth matrix, please listen and let your mind be here. Avoid distraction. Is that the Ansoff growth matrix is an internal development strategy that gave the company increasing growth and revenue. Ansoff growth matrix is a business development strategy that reduces the company's level of risks. Ansoff growth matrix offer company strategic business options that they can use to improve their performance over time and achieve market development. The Ansoff growth matrix categorize business opportunity and strategies into 4. In exam condition, they cannot give you more than 4. And you might be asked to just discuss on it. The Ansoff growth matrix give 4 strategies to company that they can use to achieve internal development. The 4 strategies under Ansoff growth matrix, you can see it in that diagrammatic illustration. We have 1, market penetration strategy. Market penetration strategy. We have 2, market development strategy. 3, we have product development strategy. And 4, diversification strategy. Those are the 4 strategies that scholar gave us, Ansoff. And don't be surprised in exam, if they write the name of the man full, they'll put Igor Ansoff. You see the same thing, I-G-O-R, Igor Ansoff, A-N-S-O-F-F. Igor Ansoff categorized the development strategy into 4: market penetration, market development, product development, and diversification strategy. What does the man mean by market penetration strategy? According to the scholar, market penetration occurs when companies take their existing products to an existing market. Market penetration, I repeat that, it occurs when companies take their existing products to existing market. So meaning that in the market penetration, we are not producing a new product at all or new service. No. It is a product that we have been selling before that people have known. It might be an established brand or product that we are still creating brand awareness for, that we are trying to improve the sales. That product has been produced, is in existence. We take that product that is existing to an existing market. Like for instance now, we take a product that we have been selling in Idumoto market, take Yoso market, we take it to Aja market, or we take it to Ikeja market. That is what we call market penetration strategy. So to now achieve easy acceptance of this product in the market where we are taking it to, ANSOP advised that the penetration strategy that we can use price rebate. We can give them discount on price. We can do quantity discount. We can do promotion or use our sales personnel or distributors that easily the product will be able to penetrate the market. We can be able to persuade the customers to buy. And those ones that have been buying other competitors' products, because we give discounts, rebates, we do promotion, they can switch that product and try our own product. That is what we call market penetration strategy. The second one, please. Product development strategy. Let's be a bit fast. This is 223. I intend to solve 230. Let me stress me with that. Okay. Product development strategy. The product development strategy occur when company produce a new product and sell it in existing markets to all their existing customers and dealers. But you should note here that anytime we talk of new product development, it is not at all time that the company will produce a radically new product. It can be a modification, improvement on existing product. They can just change the brand name or the shape of the bottle. Customer will perceive it as new. So, or they produce a differentiated product, or they produce a new product that is quite different from the existing one they have been selling before. Once this product is produced, they sell it in existing markets to all their existing customers and some potential customers that will buy the product. So the next strategy, the third one, market development strategy. Market development strategy. The market development strategy is achieved when companies take their existing products to a new market. You can say market development. We are still using our product that we have been selling before. We now take it to a new geographical market location. So this one means that we are expanding our market coverage. This one means that we aim to sell more of these products. We aim to create more brand awareness about this product. But as the brand awareness of the product increase, sales will increase, profitability will increase, customers' patronage will increase. So market development occur when companies take their existing product to a new market in order to increase sales and geographical market coverage for the product. The last strategy that was introduced by Igor Ansel is diversification strategy. Diversification strategy. Igor Ansel was of the opinion that companies nowadays, they take limited risks. They don't have risk appetite. They don't engage in diversification. And if you agree with me, except to meet up with that just joined us not quite long, that this is one of the criticism of BCG model, that the model failed to consider some areas of useful diversifications. So in diversification, the company produce new products and introduce it into new markets. What do we mean by diversification? Diversification occurs when company invests into a related or unrelated line of businesses. We are into a business already, but we now discover that we see some useful, profitable business opportunity. The company now decided to invest on it. Having done their thorough research feasibility report, we discover that it is profitable. So in diversification, companies diversify or invest money in some line of business that can be related to what they have been doing presently, or line of business that might be unrelated to the business they are doing presently. That is what we call diversification. So majorly, we have two types of diversification, or we can call it three. The two types of diversification that we have, you see it in the material, we have one, concentric diversification. Concentric diversification is the same thing as horizontal diversification. But the most two common words that they will use here in exam and most textbooks or study material you see, or instant literature, is concentric diversification or related diversification. Anytime we are talking of concentric diversification occur when company invest, diversify into related line of business. That is what we call concentric diversification. A good example without wasting time on concentric diversification is the diversification of Dangote flour into production of noodles. Because already the company produce flour, and the byproduct of flour is noodles, Indomie, and the rest. Another good example, we have a situation whereby WAEC diversify into book publishing. It's related to that educational sector that they have. So in concentric diversification, companies diversify into a related line of businesses. And this one has the advantage that since it is a related line of businesses, it will reduce their business risks. It will give us opportunity to use part of our existing facilities and manpower. Let me give you one example to buttress that benefit. We have Dangote flour or flour mills, PLC, diversify into bakery business. Already they produce flour. So when they diversify into bakery business, it is related. Okay, having a look at that, we have conglomerate diversification. Conglomerate. Anywhere you see conglomerate diversification, it implies unrelated diversification. And anytime we diversify conglomerately, then our level of risk is high. Our level of risk is high because we diversify into a new terrain that we don't have superior idea. We have not operated in that business line before. Conglomerate diversification got huge amount of resources and investments. A good example of conglomerate diversification is diversification of WAEC into hotel business. You can see the kind of risks, challenges Dangote is facing in his conglomerate investments. A good example of conglomerate diversification is diversification of Dangote Group into refinery business. They have not done it before, and he's having a lot of challenges. In fact, the man will not have a very sound sleep now. So when you diversify into unrelated line of business, we say the company diversify conglomerately. Like diversification of USC Foods into furniture business. Because they do it, they have so many areas of diversification. So diversification is so beneficial to company that embark on it, because it will give room for more profits, more business idea, give room for more expansion, give you opportunity to participate in the industry while you have not participated before. It will give you opportunity to employ expatriates and reduce your business risks. If one business collapse, you already have another one that you have invested on. So that's the beauty of diversification. So lastly, I put some terms there that I want you to understand those terms so that there will not be an unfamiliar terms in exam or when you are reading some literatures. That terms is gap analysis. Gap analysis. Have you seen it? Gap analysis. Temitope Biodun, Famino, Sheun, Precious, Ahmad. Ahmad, have you seen gap analysis?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. You see, that gap analysis.
Yes, sir, I've seen it.
Okay, thank you. What is the meaning of gap analysis? Gap analysis means the difference or differences between expected results and actual results. That is all. That's the meaning of gap analysis. If you don't use the term results, we can say gap analysis refers to the difference or differences between the expected business performance and the actual business performance. Or you can say gap analysis refers to the differences between the expected output and actual output. Like for instance, now we are expecting to gain in that our analysis that we use for pains. We are expecting to realize 100 million naira as profit after tax by the year ended 2024. But what was our actual profit that we realized? Can you still recall? We realized 70 million. That means there is a shortage of 30 million. 100 million was our standard expectation, standard performance, standard result that we are expecting. But by December 22, 2024, we realized 70 million profit after tax. That means there is a difference of 30 million. How come we did not achieve our predetermined objective in time of 100 million? What are the factors that are attributed to this? What can we do to close this gap? So when we are looking at the factors that are attributed to this, you can now discover that probably it's because of the recent economic situation. We can say maybe it's because of the pronounced insecurity in the company. We can say because of the problem of foreign exchange. So many things can cause that. It might be because of the sudden increase in the government value-added tax or interest rates. So what we use gap analysis for is for us to know the areas of bottleneck, for us to compare our actual performance with the standard objective. Set by the company. So this one will make us to go back to the drawing table to see how we can limit some of these constraints and challenges that we are facing in the market, and to give us an opportunity to know that are we going to continue with the strategy that we are using, or we try to implement a new strategy, or we embark on some divestment strategy on some of the unproductive businesses that we are doing. So gap analysis is a useful instrument that companies use to analyze our financial and non-financial results. It will help us to analyze our performance, productivity, and output level. So that's the meaning of what we call gap analysis. Is it understood, please? So underneath gap analysis, we have consolidation and corrective strategy. Consolidation and corrective strategy. Consolidation and corrective strategy. In the consolidation strategy, it's a strategy that we use to maintain our market share, but not to increase it. Because depending on the situation the country finds itself, depending on the outcome of the gap analysis that we analyze, we can discover that vying to increase our market share in this turbulent economy, we got a lot of money. So the money we are using to gain more money now might not amount to any productive exercise. Like for instance, I told you that in a cash cow product, companies are advised to use status quo strategy, maintain strategy for success. It's a good example of consolidation strategy because we don't want to alter our mixtures or blend of strategy that we are using so that it will not backfire. So there are some strategies that work for the company, or due to one circumstance or the other, the company might decide to maintain the strategy they are using presently, not to cause any adverse effect. Then anytime that one occurs, we said consolidation. We are consolidating, maintaining the strategy that we are using to achieve increasing return, market share, profitability, gain more customers, and the rest. But when it's come to corrective strategy, the corrective strategy, we are expecting 100 million naira. We gain 70 million naira. But it's even better that we are a little bit closer. Some ugly scenario, the company might be expecting $100 million. They will realize around $35 million. The gap is too much. So how can we close this gap? What are the strategic approach, corrective approach that we can put in place? Should we do scenario planning? Should we go into consultancy? Should we change the strategic approach that we are using? All these things are questions that we begging for answers under corrective approach. And that is exactly what the federal government is passing through now. There's a lot of criticisms. I want to say you, negative criticisms here and there. If the government can do it, it can give opportunity for this constitutional review so that we can curb all these excesses, misappropriation of funds. All these loopholes and gaps have to be closed, particularly at the upper and the lower houses. Most of the money that is meant to be invested for economic viability and relief of the citizen is going to individual pockets. Most of the policy that the governments are doing, they are wrong policy. This our economy is not diversified. We rely solely and unduly on petroleum resources. And the few thing that is even coming there, they are not pumping it. They are not reinvesting into the economy. They are using it to service debt. And others will be shared among the governors, the presidents, and the ministers. So a company that have a focus will not do that because it cannot become an industrialized nation if the country continue doing this. So the situation the country find herself needs a revisit. It needs a corrective strategy and not this myopic strategy that the government is using. So we are experiencing poor governance. It happens in companies too. When they have deficiency in governance, poor oversight in governance, then automatically they have to review which strategy they want to do in order to put in place a corrective measures. So this is exactly what we intend to achieve today in terms of coverage of our topics. So the last thing that we have underneath is a method of strategic development which we have discussed again. We have discussed it in the course of our lecture that strategic development can be achieved through internal growth, through merger and acquisition, strategic alliance, product development, market penetration, diversification, and integration. So with that, we have come to the end of our lectures today, because I have another physical class now. So is there any question, please?
Yeah, I just want to know if you purposely left out withdrawal strategy.
Okay, withdrawal strategy.
Yep.
Okay, I didn't mention it.
Yes, you
withdrawal
didn't.
strategy is a mere, it's not intentional. Maybe it's an oversight. And that's the reason why we are human beings. And we have already talked about withdrawal strategy. You know, we have talked about it, but I've mentioned it more than 3, 4, or 5 times when we are discussing on Bcg Matrix. So we can recall that we said of all the classification of the product that we have, star product, cash cow product, question mark product, the least product in terms of performance is dog product because it has low profitability, low market share, low sales, low customers, low competitive strength. And the market where we are selling it to is low. So to some companies, they don't have to hesitate. Since they have large number of products, they can do sell-off, they can do spin-off. And some companies might just decide to withdraw it. When we say withdrawal strategy, they stop further production of the product totally. And I told you another name for withdrawal strategy in the course of this lecture. I said withdrawal strategy is also called divestment strategy, abandonment strategy, or divestiture strategy. That's the answer. And some of the reasons why we do withdrawal strategy, we've talk about it. When we are having declining sales, negative returns, is that understood? Or we have too much influx of new competitors. The market is not attractive again. The level of competition in the market is too high. Or our product has become obsolete. We need to go back and develop a new innovative product for us to be relevant in the market. We can withdraw the product that we have in circulation. So we have mentioned, we use a lot of illustration of Coca-Cola. Like all these products, for instance now, soda water. When last do you see soda water in the market? Gradually, they have withdrawn it. Because it's not competitive again. So that's what we call withdrawal strategy.
Thank you.
So I thank you all for the perseverance and then support and better understanding. God will continue to enrich your knowledge. Amen. And then give you irreversible success in your forthcoming exam and all our numerous endeavors. So bless you all. So we meet next weekend.
Okay, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Bless you. Bye.